Hello fellas, Frankie Day here for Frankie Day's Models. Okay guys, this is video number 3 for Mr. Martin Lamette's 50th anniversary Hawker Harrier group build. Thus far guys, I've been on the current events of people who completed their kits on Mr. Martin Lamette's build thread. There's been a lot of people gotten a lot of stuff done. This thing has really been a colossal group build, to say the least. And I fell behind a little bit because I was finishing up stuff I had started a way back. I finally finished up my USS Ward. Posted video number 14 on that last evening. And posted some pictures of the same on Facebook. Now it's time for me to go ahead and start getting this Harrier all squared away. Incidentally, on Mr. Martin Lamette's Facebook page of the Harrier group builds posted their pictures on. I got a few pictures of mine posted at the state you're going to see here on YouTube. So thus far is taken from the last video of this, and last time I had my hands on it. I went ahead and gave this thing a bath. I washed it real well because it had some dust accumulation on there. And once it's dried and everything like that, I rubbed it down pretty good with a nice cloth, and it's all pretty well clean. And went ahead and airbrushed some aluminum over it. And once the aluminum has dried, I went ahead and did all the pre-shading, all the panel, every panel line I've seen that thing, I pre-shaded up. And so she's ready to have her clothes on. And this thing has been a pretty good build thus far. I had no problems. The only problem that I ran across from the kit, and a lot of other previous builders have built this kit before I have, probably witnessed the same problem, the fitting of the wing. The wing was a little tough, but you had to work with it to achieve the fit that you need. And so this thing looks like it's all aluminum with a bunch of black on it. And so we're going to take this camera, swing around, and show you how much I've done on it. It's taken from last video number 2. I've been working on this thing last night and working on it today, all day today. So I'm at the stage now to go ahead and start applying my colors. And enough chatter and more action, and we'll swing the hard to starboard and take a little peekaboo at this thing here. This is how much I got on a little too close. That's good enough, Frankie Day. That's good enough. Okay, guys, this thing's all been aluminum. Like I say, when I got done with this thing, I gave it a bath. I took a nice cloth and rubbed it down real well so it's nice and smooth. And no fear of these pylons breaking off because I epoxied these in place, so they ain't gonna come off. So I went ahead and airbrushed this whole thing, about 3 coats of aluminum, of my special aluminum I get from Ace Hardware. It's all been dried. You can touch it and lick them off. No paint marks and no finger marks. And I went ahead and got my bare brush and went ahead and did some pre-shading, as you can see on here. I did the pre-shading on the tail. Pre-shading other side was treated precisely the same way as the top, flipping on her back. And as you can see, I did the same thing on this. So when I put those colors on that thing, it's going to really detail up pretty well. I always like to use aluminum shades on these things. Aluminum is a lot more better than using gray primer and go ahead and pre-shading. It's always best to use aluminum. You got to treat the plastic in its natural state of aluminum. Then work from the paint from the aluminum, and you get a lot of good effects that way, fellas. Undercarriage is retractable. It's functional. It works. The outrigger landing gear is functional. I got the cuffs on there. I got the cuffs right here to protect the paint from getting on the tires. I don't want to paint them. I like them nice and black. The rubber state that came out of this here kit. So like I said, the undercarriage is all folded up and everything. And makes painting a lot easy, and then make sure everything gets painted well. And also inside the intakes is painted aluminum there too. I airbrushed, make sure it got its share of aluminum paint in there as well, because a lot of it's going to be aluminum in there anyway. So certain areas is going to be blended in with oil. It'll be nice if I get done. And so right now, as I get hot and painting, and to accompany the update build report on this, zoom a little closer here. I got the finishing colors right here. So I got light gray and some kind of a dark sea gray, and also the dark green on here. And of course, this is all left to submit to the model. These are the only underwing stores it has on here. The auxiliary fuel tanks and rocket pods right here. Of course, we got the pilot right here. He's been primed and painted ages ago, so not to worry about this guy. He's been taken care of. Always ready for a paint job. And of course, I got the nozzles right here. They all been filled with primer, filled with fillers, wet sanded, and gave about 3 coats of primer. So they're ready to install. They're the last thing that I'll put on this here airplane. And the same thing with the underwing stores. The last thing will attach to the aircraft. And everything else right here is going to be this is going to be painted and masked off as I go along. So I got to do some masking on this thing before I go any further, especially around the intake. I want to mask off the inside. That's the first thing I want to do, mask off the inside of these. I don't want no paint going inside there. I want that completely separate from the remainder of the exterior of the aircraft. I love this little Harrier. You know, it's I ain't too keen on jets, fellas. You guys probably know that I don't build too many jets, but this one here, I love this little jewel. This is a big boy in the scale of 1/24, and it's big, but not really too big, but it's big. It's big enough to put your all into it if you desire so. Now, this thing's an old kit. I believe this kit came out back in the early 1970s. I think 1973 to be quite precise. And I never bought one of these until I got this one. And we got Mr. Gary Dewhurst. God bless this gentleman, a fellow vet, and he lives in UK and United Kingdom and Great Britain, England. And God love this man. I salute you, Gary. Thank you very much, dear sir. You're a great fellow, and I love you, buddy. And thank you very much, dear sir. Thank you. And I got the kit. In fact, I think I showed you fellows about a couple of videos back. So I got another one of these to build. Now, my decals problem has been solved. Now, on the kit that got Mr. Gary Dewhurst, I can go ahead and use the United States Marines on that kit. I'm going to use the English markings on this kit. Now, I can dig in here and find these things. Ah, here they are. Here's the decals I'm going to be using. Now, with the suggestion from Mr. Freddie Duarte, I went and got a can of this decal bonder. Not this one, but anyways, tester decal, and I sprayed this, give it a good apple coat, so keep these things from cracking. We'll save the decals. And they're old too, but they were. I can see that they're not going to give me no problem at all when I put them on this model here, because I got that decal bonder on it, and there's no water damage. The other decals, they had water damage to it, plus it was subject to humidity and moisture, and they were shot. They were shot. So I went ahead and gave these things a good coat of decal bonder, keep the decals from cracking. So I'm pretty happy. So with that kit from Mr. Gary Dewhurst, serves two good purposes: the Marines for the other kit, and the Royal Air Force for these beautiful Hawker Harrier. And I'm happy, and the Harrier's happy. Okay, guys. Also, another thing about this kit, there's probably a little bit of inaccuracies in it here and there, but I overlooked the inaccuracies. To me, it's a Hawker Harrier, and a beautiful Hawker Harrier. So I'm going to go ahead and start painting the underside light gray, and go ahead and do some masking off the fuselage, mask off the intakes. And the next video, since the 28th is going to be tomorrow, that'd be the last day. So I'll probably have this thing done on the, I have a good chance to have this thing done by tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, it'll definitely be Thursday morning sometime. And I'm going to go ahead and wait until the 1918 group build gets underway. Then I'm going to go ahead and make an entry on my end of the build. And that'll be it for it. Okay, that concludes video number 3 for the Martin Lammett's 50th anniversary Hawker Harrier group build. Yours truly, Frankie Day, back on the camera. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead, while this thing's uploading, I'm going to go ahead and get hot and get started on the paint schedule for this Harrier here. And I'm getting really excited. I've been in the ward too long and away from plastic. And I have no difficulties adjusting from one material to another. And so I'm going to go ahead and get hot on this so I can prepare for the final reveal. Okay, guys. Oh yes, after this, after I finish up this Harrier, I'm going to be working on the Portland steamer, so I'll probably be sneaking in a video too on that too. So I'll be working on it pretty much, and I'll be working on the 1918 Royal Air Force group build, and by Mr. Martin Lammet. And that's about all I can say what's on the agenda for now. So tomorrow, if not tomorrow, it'll be this Thursday for sure, for certain. Be the final reveal for my end of the 50th anniversary Hawker Harrier group and buddy build. Okay, this is Frankie Day signing off again. I can't stress this anymore, and it's very essential. Make mama happy, make the babies happy, the kids happy. When they're happy, you're happy. And I'm happy. My life is getting back in order again. And as soon as I get my naval pension check, I'm going to go ahead and pick up my new car. And I'll post some pictures of that at Facebook for your delight. And mine too. Okay, this is Frankie Day signing off. Again, make mama happy, take care of your family, and God bless you guys. Be safe and be good. And model on, model strong, and keep your videos coming this way. I'll keep mine going this way too. So the new year of 2018, well, Frankie Day is going to be shaking some videos this way. So we'll catch you guys on the next video on the final reveal for the Hawker Harrier. I love you guys. God bless you, fellas. You guys take care, fellas. God bless you all.